This is a limiting reagent problem. We can recognize it because we're given amounts of two different reagents. But we need a balanced chemical equation, so we need to balance the chemical equation first. We can start here. So we have 2 iron atoms on the reactants, 2 iron atoms in the products, 3 sulfurs in the reactants, so we'll need 3 in the products. That means we have 6 hydrogen atoms in the products. We'll need 6 hydrogen atoms in the reactants. So we now have our balanced chemical equation. To determine our max product of iron, we first determine how much can be produced if each of the reagents is consumed completely. So this is 2 separate calculations. Each calculation starts with the amount of the reagent given in our problem. Each is going to be multiplied by an appropriate conversion factor obtained from our balanced chemical equation to determine how much product can be produced. In our first problem, we see that moles of iron sulfide are going to cancel out. Again, we get these numbers from the coefficients associated with each of these chemicals in the balanced chemical equation. Our second conversion is set up to cancel out units of moles of hydrogen. So we have 3 moles of hydrogen. We carry this coefficient, keep it together with hydrogen. The coefficient associated with iron is 2. So we see that we multiply 0.4 by 2/3 in order to get our amount of our potential product. The smaller of the 2 values is our max product, and we look at the numbers that go into our calculation of our max product in order to determine the sig figs. So these, and we have our final answer. Practice identifying the limiting reagent and the excess reagent. The limiting reagent is the reagent that leads to the max product. This is the max product. Our limiting reagent is H2 because it's the reagent that leads to the max product. The other reagent is going to be our excess reagent.